Stop. My fucking cat is like nuts. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Oh, God damn it, Lilo. Hi guys, it's me. I'm back again after episode 67 of My Life is a Fucking Mess. I decided to just do this quick little makeup tutorial, my everyday look, my last minute makeup tutorial before it's like I have 20 minutes to get out the door and all of a sudden I just want to put on makeup. Why do I do that? I have no idea, but I just thought, why not just do a quick little video. I've already done my eyebrows. My eyebrows have been done all day since work, so yeah, what I usually do for that, I just brush them with my spoolie. I shaped them with my Sephora pencil that I actually ran out of this morning, so I ended up just throwing it out, but it's just a basic Sephora pencil in brown. And the other pencil that I do use sometimes to shape is my Jordana pencil, FabuBrow pencil in the shade dark brown. Sometimes I'll just go through and shape with that. Then I will go in with my NYX gel in the shade Espresso, and then to set it I use my rich brown Tarte eyebrow powder. It's my favorite Tarte product. And then to clean it up I just use LA Pro Girl concealer in the shade Tawny. But when I really want to conceal, like today, I don't know if you guys can even see it, but like today I'm getting my eyebrows done tomorrow. My eyebrow appointment is tomorrow, so they're a little not clean. There's hairs all over the place. I don't know if you can see, but when I am like this, like a wolf in my mind, I use my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer because it just conceals like nobody's business. Okay, I had to stop the video because I can't see without contacts, and yeah, so I decided to go ahead and just, my trainer really thinks that I'm about to be in the gym at 8:30 tomorrow. He is on cocaine, like the purest of cocaine. If he thinks 9 is even like the most, but 8:30, hun. Okay, first things first, you have to prime. So I'm using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. It's becoming my favorite primer to use because it's so moisturizing and hydrating. It makes my face look so good. Why you make it so complicated? Off the drain, we concentrated. Then I go in with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r foundation in the shade 420 and my Covergirl Elixir in the shade 765, which is also Tawny. I couldn't believe that I could actually hear the Fenty Beauty foundation shaking in the tube. So I have to mix these two foundations in order to stay one shade all day. I come to notice that when I use Fenty Beauty on its own, I get super orange by the time the day is done, which I absolutely hate because I love the formula. It's just for some reason the shades just don't work with my skin tone, and I've tried 3 shades and it's just not working out for me. So I'm just gonna stick with mixing the two because I love the outcome of it. Then I take my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee and I just use that to highlight my face and conceal, obviously. Then I take my match stick from Fenty Beauty in the shade Espresso. It's actually becoming my favorite contour stick. It just makes everything so much easier, and for some reason it just makes me feel like I'm doing my makeup so much faster than usual. We spend cash for entertainment. It's also perfect for a lip liner. It's me and you, we making arrangements. It's you and me and we making arrangements. I just use my Tarte Beauty Blender to blend all of that out. It's my absolute favorite beauty blender because it gets so big. Don't mind all of my extra moving. I was listening to music while I was doing this video. So to blend out the concealer color, I like to use the pointy end of the sponge. I didn't realize I put so much of the darker color on my face on that side. For the contour shade, I like to use the flatter end of the Tarte sponge. I think it just blends out better. Now I'm going in with my black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in medium to dark. Unfortunately, it's my old one, so it's worn out and I cannot find the second one that I purchased. I just like to brush over all of the places I use my espresso stick. I know that it's cream to powder, but I still like to set it anyways. It just makes it look better. It's you and me and we making arrangements. Why you make it so complicated? Next, I go with my black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder in the shade Medium. And because I'm not baking and this is like a quick everyday makeup tutorial, I just take it and dust it along all of the areas that I would usually bake, just so it can set a little bit better. It's me and you and we making arrangements. It's you and me and we making arrangements. Now I take the matchstick in the shade Suede from Fenty Beauty. It would be the concealer color, but for me it does not match at all. So I like to use it as a eye primer. I just sprayed some of my Tarte setting spray on my brush and I just blended it onto my eye. It just matches my lids perfectly. It's you and me and we making arrangements. Why you make it so complicated? Off the drain, we concentrated. I know you won't leave me hanging. Smoking weed out the container. I had to touch up my eyebrows just a little bit because from applying the makeup, they get messed up while you're actually doing it. So I'm just using my Jordana pencil. Now I'm using my Tartelette in Bloom palette. I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Rebel for a crease shade. It's the perfect crease shade because it's nothing too dramatic for work and just quick every day. I kind of had to double up a bit on this shade because when I use the Fenty Beauty stick, my shadows that are a little bit softer like this one, they don't really show as well as they usually would if I use like my lock lid from Tarte or like my NYX white primer. Next, I grabbed the palette Make Magic Happen. I believe the shade that I use is called Abracadabra. Unfortunately, this palette does not have the shade names on the bottom. I think it came on a card in the box, but obviously the box is gone. I'm just taking that and putting that all over my lid. I love wearing gold shadows. Like, that's my absolute go-to. After that, I went back in with a little bit more Rebel in the crease. You can see a little bit of the color now that I have two shades on. Next, I'm taking my Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Charisma, and I use just a little tiny bit of it because it gives me just enough color. This is actually my favorite Tarte blush. Of course, I had to go on with my absolute fave Fenty Beauty Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. So the first side that I like to use for a blush is actually Ginger Binge. And for some reason, it just comes out so perfect as a blush. Especially when it's mixed with Charisma. I don't know why. It's just the perfect pink on my face. Then I took Moscow Mule and used it as my highlight along with my cheekbones. I'm taking my shimmer stick from Fenty Beauty in the shade Cinnamon, and I'm using that as my nose highlight. I also use it along my eyebrow bones and my cupid's bow. My camera died, and I forgot that I didn't have mascara on. So I'm using my Tarte Opening Act Eyelash Primer. It's my absolute favorite. It makes my lashes look so long when I put on my mascara. I also just realized that I did not put on a lower lash mascara, and that's usually what completes my eye look. So I'm very surprised that I forgot it. I don't know how I did that. Unfortunately, I'm using my beat down L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. Then I go with my Tarte Gifted Mascara, which is my favorite Tarte mascara. I always double up and use these two as a pair. I love the way it makes my lashes look. Now I'm just using a basic brown liner. I'm not sure where it's from. I think it's a Tarte brown eyeliner. I go over that with my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Perline. This is one of my favorite lip glosses. It just goes on so smooth and the color just looks so bomb.
You won't leave me hanging. Smoking weed out the container. We spend cash for entertainment.
Now it's time to set, so I just used my Ready Set Radiance setting spray from Tarte because it was the only one I could find in my room. And now it's time to put a hat on so I can get out the door. So there you have it. I hope you guys liked my super easy, quick, everyday makeup tutorial. This is my go-to look for everything. Work, just going outside, anything. I'm gonna have the names of all of the products in the description bar below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you comment and like my video, share it, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.
We spend